Alright, we back in action, man. Go ahead and finish off this St. Patrick's Day extravaganza. And we can't say we're gonna keep the St. Tupac name going through, but St. Patrick. I'll figure it out. Oh, God. Oh, within the last past day. Funny what a mind take you think and use it. Let me get to the scholarship first. Oh, I was just talking about Pluto. I'm trying something else. Oh, this is coming together so well. It's just coming together. This does it on its own. Oh, wait till I get to that. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. I'll make some more of those. Alright, ladies. You're gonna have to clutch your pearls on this one. Do some of them. Now, I figured out. Let me read this first. I want to give it to you the way how I lay it up into what I'm finna get into. Oh, wait. Oh, did I do this one yet? Oh, wait. All right, so when the deceased is out of Jeremiah, right? Ancient East Black of the World, the Irish Mensa, we back in that chapter. When the deceased is making his way through a Mensa, Hathor, goddess of love and loveliness. Hathor's the hat. I just broke down the hat to you. Horus is Christ on the pineal gland, baby Jesus, and all that. That sits right there. The hat is the hut, the house. Hathor means house of Horus, the moon. Because when the moon is in the air, in the sky, it's reflecting the light. The little stars in the sky, both sides of the sun. And it's interchangeable too, because it's Horus as well. You see that when you do your studies or whatever. But why you call it the baby Jesus, or the baby Horus, or the baby Christ is because the little sparks of light, or the stars in the sky, represent the Horuses. That's why they call it the horoscope. Another thing, whatever zodiac sign you are that. You know, it's a thing where plausible at first. They were saying how, well, you know, due to the people say due to the precession of the equinoxes, the zodiac signs change. No. The constellations have a precession that they do. The zodiac signs, Cancer, Virgo, these don't represent those constellations. They represent positions. They're fixed signs. So, like right now, we in Pisces, right? I'll give you another example. I'll give you a better example. One I'm more well versed in. Take Taurus, for example. Taurus is the bull. The bull plows the land or tills the land. You use the bull to plow the land so that you can plant the seeds during the time of Taurus, which is spring. But that's the thing. I think that's next, right? Yeah, what's this? Pisces. What's next? Pisces. Anyway, you take the Taurus sign. I know Taurus is April. What is it? March. Anyway, that sign is the bull because Osiris, because that's when you use the bull to plow the land and plant the seed. That's the best time to plant it. That's the best time to plant the seeds in the land. Because when the sun is doing its thing the most in between spring and fall. Fall is the harvest season. That's why Horus or Virgo is August, when you reap the harvest. That's why it's represented by the sheaf of bread. Those never change. The constellations that pass through them in their positions as they turn, in the constellations are the stars. When the light shoots out from the circumference of the earth, when it's in the commission of making the earth, those lights shoot out and they shoot out into the darkness of space, and then they start spinning like the whirlwind in which they came from, which is shoot. So you got the stars spinning in their turning in their procession or whatever, or seemingly turning. Is really us, because it's just like the stars is just like the sun. The sun seems like they're fixed, but we're moving. But the zodiac signs all pertain to the space, so that's why it's cardinal points. That's why what is this for March is, we don't know for sure. Libra is the scales because it's the other side of this sign. It's the east meets west, the balance. So this is Libra. We in Pisces now, but we're going into this the solstice. So this sign to be ending is tomorrow or the 22nd or whatever. But the solstice or the equinox, I'm gonna say, that's why I call it the equinox. The equinox. So if you was to walk from one side, from where we at right now, to the other side, you'll end up in Libra, which is the scales, the balance, or whatever. Those never change. Those never change. But so whatever Virgo, whatever sign you are, I'm saying Virgo, whatever the zodiac sign you are that sign. Some people are like, well, you know, you're not, they move, so it's not the Virgo. I was like, no, those are the signs are fixed where yet. It's the stars, the heavenly bodies that move. But the sign, the actual zodiac signs were assigned to these times of the year because that's why Capricorn corresponds to when the part of the commission of the beginning of the planet, when it was frozen, cold, when the light shot out. That's why the horn of the Capricorn represent the mountains of the earth, or whatever. Capricorn has always been Capricorn, December 22nd till January 22nd. It's always been that. And the opposite is what? Cancer. But the opposite is the summer solstice is Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. Yeah, it's Cancer. So the maternal sign. So old man winter. Cancer is the maternal summer or whatever. Comfortability means nothing. Well, I don't know if I'm expecting to get into that, but later on down the road, I get more in detail. But Hathor, the house of horrors. Regardless of love and loveliness, the amorous queen emerges from the tree and offers him a dish of fruit which she has gathered to woo him with. By accepting that he is bound to remain the guest of the goddess and return no more to the world of the living unless by her permission. Now let me show you what that means. this was a breakthrough I had for all in these last day or two. Kind of. I'll show you how these are the chakras, but in reverse. So down here, the root chakra will be right here. Because the root chakra is the chakra that's furthest from the center. It'll be right here. And right here, it'll be up here. Root chakra's red, so when all these go up, when that last red one is swallowed by this right here, everything goes into a rest. Sleeping Beauty. When Sleeping Beauty ate the poison apple, Sleeping Beauty, when she eat the poison apple, she go to sleep. This is the apple. When she eats that, Adam and Eve, that's where the apple story come from. The serpent, the apple, this eats that. This goes to rest, it freezes when all the light goes out on the side, so that's Sleeping Beauty. It has to be woken by the kiss of the prince. The kiss is the prince is the son that comes down here and kisses the prince or the princess and wakes her up by pushing all this up, sending it into his orbit and bringing everything into life. So that's one thing. So when they say the return of the land of the living is when this is when he's coming. Read it again. By accepting this, the amorous queen emerges from the tree and offers him a dish of fruit which he would gather to woo him by. By accepting this, that he is bound to remain to the return no more to the world of living unless by her permission. Not to be taken literally, the permission, or basically what it's saying is when that shoots back out, this is when it returns to the land of the living. And it's really talking about all this, because when this goes up here, all this is froze and metaphorically speaking dead. And then this comes up here. These 7 combined make the sun when they get up here, along with the sparks already there. So it comes back now, boom, and wakes everything up. So all these going up until they blow off the top of the sun. It's the waking up process of the beautiful earth, the Sleeping Beauty. The earth goes to sleep in the winter. That's when it's most barren or it's most at rest, or it produces less because the power of the sun isn't as vital as it is. So it's not providing the vital power to the highest degree, or the degree it should, or the degree that it would when it's time to fertilize the earth or vitalize the earth so that the seeds would grow with it. So that's what that is. And when the root chakra, so when this right here, this is Adam and Eve story. The rib is the bone, the moon, the stones of the earth correspond to the bones of the man and woman, just like the moon corresponds to the bones. This is the ribs right here. Excuse me, I'm tripping. These are the ribs right here. The moon coming out of the earth or being formed by the water that comes out of the earth as it freezes is the rib. That's why the woman is the moon, or she's associated with the moon. And it's both, always both, because you got Osiris moon thing and you got a Isis moon thing. But the rib is coming out of the side of this while he was asleep. And then they say Adam, the woman was made out of rib of Adam while he was asleep. When all this goes up, the earth goes to sleep. This is the rib coming out of Adam. Now he'll sleep. Rest in Buddha. Meditation. Rest. So, but that's why it's the apple. Because the root chakra is red like the apple. So the last thing it eats while it's going up is the apple. Then it blows off. And then when it blows off and gets to its orbit, that's when everything wakes up fully. Hathor identical with the amorous queen of the Celtic legends. 17 grown-up girls with 10. But what I was trying to say was, now that's in the creation process. But when you're looking at it now, when the sun is in the winter solstice, that's when it's not. It's in the That's when he's the guest of the goddess, or he's under the goddess, which is the earth. The sun is sitting under the earth, right under the root chakra, shooting the arrow, shooting the light straight through the core. That's the fruit, right there. That's the fruit. So 17 grown-up girls attend on her and prepare her bath. The bath is the water. When the sun is passed through the center of the earth, it's melting all that water that was frozen down there, sending it up through the core. It's coming out of the core like spring water. It's coming from the flanks on through the center, coming out and splashing like a big old spring water and bathing the earth with the water as well as the contents that the chakra contains when each one goes through the center or is forged in the fire. So 17 grown-up girls attend on her prepare her bath. These in the original mythos are the 7 Hathors. The 7 Hathors. 17 grown-up girls attend on her and prepare her bath. These in the original mythos are the 7 Hathors. And it looks as if the 7 had been changed to 17, which is a number otherwise unknown to the original mythos. So it's unknown to the original mythos, right? So that's why when you read a lot of shit, sometimes you gotta figure out, sometimes when you're dealing with real scholars, sometimes there's a part of this book where he'll tell you, he was talking about some shit and he was like, I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, I can't go no further on this subject because I'm untrained on this or whatever, or something like that he said. And but so many words, back to what I was telling you, he's admitting that, okay, I don't know about this part. I know this, but I don't know about this part. He's actually admitting in the book, which is how you're supposed to be, as opposed to being some big-headed motherfucker that lie before you just say, I don't know. Make up some shit instead of just saying, well, I don't know about this part, but now, I figured it out. He said these in the original mythos are the 7 Hathors, and it looks as if the 7 had been changed to 17, which is a number otherwise unknown to the original mythos. It's 17 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You always you learning a lot of in the science of all this shit. You always add the 1. Because the 1 represents the oneness of it all. That's the thing you can do too to figure out a lot of shit when you deal with numerology. So that's 9 plus the 1 is 10 because the 1 represents everything. So you got the 9 separate parts and then you got the 1 whole that they all make up, right? So that'd be 10. And then you got down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 7, so that's 10 and 17. 10 and 7 will get you 17. The Q, the queen. Now you add them all up. You got 8. You got 8 here, 8 here. 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus the 1, that's 17. That's how all that works. 1 plus 7. Is 8. What you get when you're dealing with the supreme mathematics, you got knowledge, which is 1, 7, which is God, knowledge, knowledge, God, all being born to 8, he or her. He or her has the power to build or destroy. The he or the her is the both. He and the her is basically the he is the her, the light and the darkness that is used to build or destroy. Build on the positive, get rid of the negative, or destroy the negative, or destroy that which is not conducive to the harmony. Put it in a better term, better way. But anyway, the Amarist Queen gives the Hathor is the goddess in the two. Hathor is the goddess in the tree who furnishes the fruit on which the souls are fed. So I just gave you the one part about the Adam and Eve thing. But when you're dealing with Ra is the sun, Nut is the the dark mother, the dark waters of the dark waters of the earth or whatever, that work together in the commission of building, which gives the fruit to man. Now, you're supposed to partake of the fruit because the fruit is the pineal gland. The serpent is the cooling, is the energy, cooling energy that raises up and consumed or is absorbed by the pineal gland. So it's like the snake partaking, the snake or the serpent, Nick Nash serpent, Samuel serpent. The serpents get a bad rap. Snakes are not just bad. That's why I say when they say they was running the snake people out of Ireland, that was code word for saying they was running niggas out of Ireland because we are the snake people. That's why they were the raised on the head with the snake coming out of it, representing Kundalini energy, solar phallic energy. The Amaranth, okay, so the Amaranth Queen gives the magical fruit. The Amaranth Queen gives the magical fruit of the apple tree to the visitors from the human world. The Queen of Love was called the Golden Hathor. In the Tuatha, the gracious queen is draped in a vesture of golden color. I'm showing y'all this shit through the diagram that I put together after all these years of contemplate on and meditate on how the world came into existence. And I'm showing you mind power. Because I said, ain't nobody helped me with this. I did this shit on my own. I got it out the mud. So, it's like the melanin is the mud. You got the light, get the light out the mud. When they say get out the mud, the melanin is the mud. The light is the gold. You have to mine within yourself, your inner being, to get the fucking gold out and get it out the mud. Put it in hip hop, nigga them terms. The Amaranth Queen gives the magical fruit from her apple tree to the visitors of the human world. The Queen of Love was called the Golden Hathor and the Tail of the Teague. The gracious queen is draped in a vesture of golden color. Hathor was the goddess of music, and the approach of the Amaranth Queen of Fairy is announced by music magically sweet. That's why music is such a big deal with us. That's why we get critical on this shit when we feel like it's just a bunch of bullshit getting put out there. Music is, or Isis and Osiris are patrons of the arts. The music theater, gymnastics, ballet, ballet, sports and all that shit, art. Hathor was the goddess who drew men with the golden cords of love that was irresistible. The golden cords of love. The golden cords. This is the golden cord. When this goes up, a stream up. This like this, you got the little dot, right? When this goes up, it's a little streamer that follows it. And then the other seven spirits follow. That streamer would be, you can see those streams. The streamer would be like this. You see the string, the cords, the whip of Amsu, Samu, the little light, because you can't really see it, but see I got the little golden light in there. That would be the cord, the line that's running in between that. That's the golden cord drawing up for the seven up. All off the muscle. I ain't asking, talking, and just me drawing from the world. And like I said, I started on this mission in jail 2007 is when I finally, I don't know how Earth came into fruition. See where your mind will take you when you put your mind power to it. And I done already done that. Probably thought I would do that too, so one thing, but so you can just add on to that, but I did that already, fellas. It was prophesied. Cerebral Black Cultivation. Check it out. It's excellent shit. But yeah, man. This Hathor was the goddess who drew men with the golden cords of love that was irresistible. This is naively rendered in the Irish marching. Maybe that's got something to do with marching. Oh, see, that's Spirit hours. I just looked that word up. It's Marchen. We're in the month of March. March. The M arc. The arc. The M, the golden arches. The ark. Ark of the covenant. The ark of Noah. Ark. March. The mother ark. M. The Messiah ark. I beat him to death. Okay. So Martian, which really Martians is just whatever planets or whatever zodiac signs are ruled by Mars, those are Martians. I'm a Mercutian. My shit is ruled by Mercury. Virgo is Mercury, so I'm a Mercutian. So everybody's like, I'm a Martian. I'm an alien. You're whatever the fuck sign you are. To figure that out. Martians is just, so if you think Martians is just little green men, it's like, no, you have little green men from all walks of life, all zodiac signs. So let's get that bullshit out the way. Fucking space invaders. You fucking niggas play too much Gallagher. Dumb niggas. Yeah. Cause I think niggas be knowing better. Yeah. You niggas is fucking UFO chasers. These niggas wild, man. Alright, so, boy, I laugh on your little lapels. I laugh on your little lapel, nigga. What time is it? Let me get on with this shit. So Amorous Queen provide food. Okay. 3 times over. No, I'm laughing at everybody. I'm just talking about because there's niggas out here who be fronting. I'm not laughing at people who just not get. I don't want you to think I'm some elitist looking down like you didn't know. No, it's niggas that be talking shit and bumping their gums and talking and misleading people. I'm talking about them niggas and the niggas that doubted me and ran my name through the mud and try to make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking. I don't want y'all to think I'm teaching. The teacher don't go in and make fun of the students for not knowing what they don't know. That's why he's there to teach. I'm talking about niggas that think they're teachers or present themselves as teachers. They need to be writing sci-fi or something. Like I said, you niggas need to be working on the next whatever the fuck sci-fi put out. Shark Dog or some shit. Schmeg some shit. Shark Dog, whatever the fucking Shark Monster. Weird ass sci-fi channel movies and shit. Dumb niggas. So Hathor was the goddess of beauty. Okay, so the Amorous Queen provided food and drink for the wanderers, which was very, very sacred. The necklace was her typical ornament, the predecessor of Sisters of Venus, of the Sisters of Venus. Venus is today, Friday. Fish, like I said, I'm a Venus man too. I don't know what Pisces is ruled by. I don't know what Pisces is ruled by. Probably is Venus though, because Venus is Friday. Friday is Freya, fish. Like I say, because if you walk to the other side of the spirit now, you end up in Virgo, which is my sign. So I tell you, Jesus fed the people with fish and bread, goddamn it. The sheaf of wheat, which is the sign of the Virgo, Bethlehem. Pisces, fish. Believe that shit. And it is noticeable that the treasure snatched that by the foster brother Melduin, which cost him his life, was the magical necklace that was in every sense irresistible. The lower paradise in which the tree of Hathor grows in the Amenta ties to earth or land, and aiming to signify the secret or hidden. May not this be represented by Eman, the Nomen Regonis, in the voyage of Bran? From Eman comes the branch of the apple tree, or the fruit tree that may have been a fig tree, which corresponds more closely to the sycamore fig of Hathor, which I was telling y'all earlier. Oh yeah, I think in a video or two ago, when I did the numerology on Isis and Horus, I came up with the fig. What was it? Fig and tree. I came up with the fig tree. The fig tree came up when I was working with Jelly. I used a homework assignment though. Y'all let y'all go see if you can find it by doing the numerology. I ain't do all your shit, but you get your homework assignment. But There's unlimited love making in the land of the amorous queen. The unlimited love making is more than just fucking and sucking, is what you niggas think. Unlimited love making, sex is a rendition of the forces of the universe, the masculine energies and the feminine energies, which I'm showing you in the making of your earth. The 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 um the interaction between the masculine energy and the feminine energy, which produce the physical earth and shit. All we doing is a rendition of that when we have sex or whatever. Like I said, this is where the whole shit Islam with the 99 virgins of Allah after you die or whatever, or make the transition or whatever come from. That's what. I just show you two things: the Amdullah and the Alhamdulillah, and 99 virgins and love making. Love making. She is a direct survival from a time when the divine female was the ruler of men and the object of their adoration. Now this is where we're gonna stop here right there. This is what I want to get into right here. Now, you hear these people saying there once was a time when the earth was a matriarchal, right? Now, understandable on one hand. But first and foremost, this is my spiel on it. There once was a time when the world was matrilineal, meaning royalty was decided through, you had to come through the mother in order to be considered royalty. So that means that you had a king and a queen. The only children that could really claim stakes to royalty was the one that came from the queen. So he went and had, they had polygamy and all that shit back then too. So if he went and had kids with like other people outside the royal family or whatever, those couldn't necessarily be royal. Now, it don't mean you were bad. I don't think they would abandon them motherfuckers. They probably would benefit or some shit. But in order for you to be in line, the line's what's called matrilineal. In order for you to be the line to be the next princess of a prince, you had to be within that bloodline. The other kids probably was still considered royal or part of, royal blood, but in order to be that main line, you had to be through that matrilineal. Now, for one, this shit is about balance, because people take shit too far, especially women these days. So you hear say matriarchy, because I hear women talking about, we come from a world, the world was once all women. I was like, or you hear women say shit like, I come from a planet, this, that, where it's all women. And I'm like, are you really celebrating that shit? Because I wouldn't want to be from a planet where we're nothing but men. You take all the women off the earth right now, nigga, and I'll be on whatever rocket ship they on. I'm hanging on to the back of that bitch. Hey, take me with you. Fuck that. Don't leave me here with a bunch of niggas. What I'm gonna do with them? I don't swing that way. So when they be, that's how you know that feminist shit is out of control sometimes. One from a world all woman. Well, the world, that's a bullshit. There's always been men here. So they think because Osiris is the hidden god, or he went to the underworld. He was once here, or he was once. I'm talking about in the mythology. Because people use the mythology like, well, you see it's only the mother and the child. You don't see no man because the child's underneath. Yeah, the father was there too, motherfucker. It's just like the shit we go through now. They took the father out the house, sent him to jail, and all that shit. Same shit. This shit be getting ridiculous. So, when they say matrilineal, they say, well, the world used to be ran by the women. Look, first and foremost, it's about balance, right? I don't really have a dog in the fight, but I gotta just go with shit based off how I see it. But first and foremost, I'm about balance. So when we was at our best, it was a king and a queen. If all of the kings and the queens on the throne, I hope they talking about. I heard that song. I don't know who that is. I like that song though, but I hope they talking about queens, because nowadays they might be talking about drag queens. I'm hoping they talking about real queens. I like that song. I just hope they're talking about queens. Because, they got songs now I'm not knocking like a drag queen and shit. I just don't, the only thing I like about them is the element of them that goes out and purposely try to trick me in. I think, and you can say what you want about me, I think once you get a sex change, some shit like that, I feel like you should have some type of mark Because you can do it, and that's cool. Ain't nobody knocking you. But if you got people out here that don't swing that way, and you got people out here that's posing as women and tricking men into going out with them, you can traumatize people. When that man find out, that man, that's why I'm going to save that for a later day because I got something I want to talk about. You know, kind of traumatized. It never happened to me before. I just let it be known. But you know how traumatizing that can be? I know I'd be pissed off. That's why I never was the type of guy be in the club and meet a bitch in the club and then we go out to the car and let us fuck with y'all. I need to get the, I ain't just one night stands. I don't just do it on anybody. You just gotta be a special night or some shit. But I want to see things. I don't move on my little chakra like that. You just jump in. Let me jump in and wipe me off. And next thing you know, I'm you take that shit cold, make them up. I'm gonna do something to you. So I think it should be something on the face or dot something for you, because if you're gonna do it, at least have the, and that's only fair. At least have the common courtesy to say, or let a person know. And as a society, if y'all gonna be doing these things, at least say, hey, if you're gonna do this, you have to have something on here, your face or something where a person can know and identify you, so you won't be around here traumatizing people. Because that's a thing amongst that culture, seeing who they can fool into thinking, who they can fool or make believe that they are really women, or making straight men believe they are real women. That is no bueno. I don't knock your sexual preference, but I do knock that, because that ain't right. That ain't right. That damn it like rape, kind of. Yeah. A fucking way to trick you into consensual rape or something. Never happened to me before, but there was one situation where I met somebody and I didn't have sex with him or nothing, but when I saw, I'ma still give it the benefit of the doubt and say her, but when I saw the motherfucker without the makeup, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that one. Because I was like, when I saw about the makeup, my body, without even knowing, my body was like, I had to realize it too. I was like, hold up. Yeah, this is not, something not right here. So yeah, I don't fuck around. So I think that much, but I've never, no. But, but now, she is a direct survival from the time when the divine female was the ruler of the men. Okay, so the right now, I don't necessarily have a dog in the fight, because I believe it's supposed to be both. It's supposed to be a king doing what he's supposed to do, and the queen doing what she's supposed to do, and they both supposed to rule. Because if you need to have balance in your personal self, then to rule the whole fucking world, you gotta have a balance of two forces, or whatever the fuck. But if you want to get funky, Horus lead the front is light, masculinity, Horus in the front. Set is in the back. That's feminine. The set might be, you might call him the uncle and he, but dark feminine in it. He represents darkness. Darkness is a feminine energy. The feminine place. That's why they say behind every strong man is a strong woman. See, you say that in a feminist type person to be like, see, they always trying to put us in the background and play the front. It's like, no motherfucker, that's science. Behind every strong man, Horus is a strong woman. Behind the masculine energy is the fucking darkness. So, Horus is in the front. This motherfucker's in the back. Even in the mythology, when this motherfucker starts trying to come forward, that's where the problem ensues. When he gets that set trying to get out. It is a part in the mythology where Set tries to rape Horus. Horus had to rip his nuts off or whatever. Horus occupied, he ripped the man, he ripped off Set's dick because Set's trying to rape him. That's him trying to me, when you look at it from a psychological aspect, what that's saying is, that's this motherfucker getting out of line. operating out of his jurisdiction, so to speak. But let's take it out of that and just put it, because you can do that. That's too mean. Let's put it in this proper perspective with the darkness, because the darkness is feminine energy. If you trying to get out of if you trying to play that would be wrong with a lot of women. If when niggas say stay in your place, you take to this misogynistic. It's like, and it can be, given the world we came to, but I think that has a deeper meaning. That's when a woman is trying to play the wrong role. You gotta say, stay in your place. You know what I'm saying? We know how to stay in our place. That's why they be like, that's why I say I don't get too crazy with telling women what to do with their body and shit. Yeah, I would advise you not to put silicone and foreign shit in your body, but I ain't gonna beat you over the head. I ain't gonna tell you. I'll tell you, hey man, don't wear too much makeup, or don't always wear makeup, because if you always wear makeup, you're gonna eat your face up. And you ain't gonna be able to when you wear your regular face, it's gonna be fucked up, because you always wearing this shit that's eating up that's your face. But if you don't want to listen, hey, I'm not gonna tell you don't wear makeup, but I'm gonna advise you to wear makeup in a manner where you won't fuck your face up. You did. But and part of that comes from Willie Lynch, because it's like I read in the Willie Lynch theory. They purposely raised us up in reverse roles. So when motherfuckers say stay in your place, so y'all don't mind when men, see that's the difference between men and women. That's why y'all are so comfortable with gay men. Now, gay men are, that ain't a man getting out of place. That's something biologically going on, or something that on a spiritual level that happened. I'll explain how my take on that. But that's why y'all be so comfortable with them, because you don't know, and I'm quite sure, and I ain't even say that, I'm quite sure that y'all had, something happened not too long ago. I don't remember what a gay dude said, one of them popular dudes, he said something, he got out of control. I think he said something about trans women look better than regular women or some shit. And that was a moment where women supposed to stood up and say, hey bitch, stay in your place. You taking it too far now. You fucking right too. You be right. I'm standing there with you. You'll never be looking, you'll never look better than a real woman. I don't fuck how much you look like one. Once we find out you a trans, everything goes out the door. Because sometimes you can't tell. That's why you gotta be careful these days. That's why I like the clubs. I like the hood clubs. Where now I was seeing motherfucker ain't got enough money to get the type of shit you need to look that much like a woman. When you do bump into one, you like, oh no. You get to hang around in rich circles and shit. You be dancing with them, all the queens. They go, you know that's a guy. This shit crazy. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, let me get it though. So it's about, but if you want to get, like I say, I ain't really got no dog in the fight, because at the end of the day, you gotta have both. You know what I'm saying? But men are more rational than women. Women are more prone to move out of emotion. It's hard to rule. How you gonna rule something if you don't want to keep your emotions intact? If you have more of a problem keeping your emotions intact, you probably better doing something else. That's why the man goes out and you keep the house. The man goes out and do all this shit and get the shit, and it's the active principle. Ruling is activism, acting. Not saying you don't have a role in there, but Taurus is in the front, masculine energy, feminine energy is in the back, and that's for a reason. But you have if not, that's what I'm saying, it's a role. Because even the man that's running the fuck, guess what? You still there, because guess what? Even when the man is running this shit, the man has a feminine side to him. You know what I'm saying? You have to be gay, but he has a feminine side. So you're still there. And vice versa, but it's not, so it don't matter. The reason why this ain't no, because people be like, well, the men took over, it used to be a matriarch, but the man, or alluding to this type of shit. The man, the woman used to run in I come from a planet all women, and I'm like, there's not nothing to bad see, and I wouldn't want to be nowhere where it's just one. It's like you like that, but that's a reflection of feminism because, to me, in my opinion, because to brag about that means that you think that your gender is so better that you will brag about being a place where that's the only thing there. I would never. A nigga better not come around me talking about, I'm from planet Hickaboo, where it's all men. Watch that boy. Don't come over here. I ain't knocking the gig, man. Don't come touching me on mine. Oh no, because that sounds like, I know a place like that. It's called jail. So I don't like that place. And even jail had women there, the guards and shit, counselors and commissary lady and shit. You probably get your shot of ass and that. Even there, you still got a chance. I don't want to go nowhere with just niggas, so I would claim it as no badge of honor. I'm from whatever the fuck. These niggas be making up, man. They be making up shit. There's 7 spheres. The shit we know, commonly known, like I say, Pluto is the moon, Saturn is the condition pre-Earth going into its orbit, and then you have those 7 orbits out there that are those seven heavenly spheres that correspond to the 7 chakras. You got meteorites and shit. That's when this shit blasted. When this shit blasted out, when all this came to here and then blasted out, it blew out melanin with it, melanin chips and clusters and shit. So that's the meteorites and shit that be falling out right out there. That's it, bro. Ain't no fucking hidden planet. That's it. Sirius, the 7 spheres, the moon, the earth, and the fucking sun. Ain't no hidden. Well, it's a planet. Z-Rock is coming from. It's been away from the earth for 40,000 years, but it's coming back in the orbit. No, that's bullshit. It's bullshit, man. Get off the dumb shit, bro. It's 2026, bro. You gotta show and prove. Fuck you. Well, we got a picture of it, man. They draw those. Make that. It's called movies. You seen them lately? They do it. Well, yeah, they showed it on the news. Yeah, they show you shit on the big screen too. Is that real? Come on, man. Get off the poor these niggas. I laugh so I don't get mad. Poor you niggas is a mess. These niggas, I don't jive them. Hell, child, excuse me, they jive. Now, the matriarch, the patriarch. See, people speak about the patriarch like it's wrong. So you look at the patriarch like it's bad because when we fell from the throne, the white man took over and all these other races took over, and they're a murderous male chauvinist mafia, cult, or whatever you want to call it. This they thing, whatever, for whatever reasons, they the ones that we was already following because we was going through what Bobby called racial senility. We had been on the planet so long, and all this shit was prophesied anyway. We just let them do that so they can bring us down, so we can bounce back to a higher level after that. So even what they doing is a part of our plan. That's why when you get into spirituality, you'll hear the devil is serving the bed of God. He's doing what he thinks he's doing, what he want to do. But even shit he thinks he's trying to do is serving us, no matter how fucked up it looks. So ultimately, they ain't gonna hitting on shit. But even when they think they doing some shit, like I say, it's usually did to me, send me to jail. And that was in the Bible. You go to jail for 10 years, but don't worry, because some shit, with Psalms 210, I think, 210, San Antonio. You can't see this shit, but it says San Antonio missionary. Light is a little too bright. Yeah. My family's from San Antonio. Psalms 210. I think it's Psalms 210. You will be locked up for two. Let me fucking Bible. I'll do that later, because I don't got time. Sent me to jail some shit I didn't do. Innocent. Completely innocent. I know I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, or I was in the car sleep with some niggas and they did it. I didn't know, and I woke up. None of that shit. I was at home sleep when this shit happened. Could tell you, I went from I was at my partner Kevin house. We watching Cody Monster. Shout out to my nigga, my nigga Monster, Mr. Sanika. I think that's New African name. Watching war stories, sipping drink. Left there, went home. It was Capitol weekend. Didn't have no way to the Capitol. So couldn't go all, everybody else's car was full. Nigga laid down. I remember looking at the clock saying, damn, I ain't been to sleep this early in a long time. I was going to sleep early because I was hustling, but everybody was gone from the city, so when nobody come to get no grass, so it wasn't no reason for me to stay up when nobody coming through. So I was like, man, I ain't looking at the clock, it's about 11 something. Usually I'd be up till the night. It was bored, nigga, half as depressing and get to go to the fucking Capitol. So I like, fell asleep, went to sleep, period. The night they said I did the dumb shit. Period, bro. Got partner was there with me and all that shit. But locking it up, went down there. That's why I found out I was guarded. Came out, boom. So yeah, that's a microcosm of how they do shit and it really end up working in our favor, no matter even though it be looking like it doesn't. But this is what I want to say too: St. Patrick's Day, Matrix, the mother's tricks, the Ma tricks. It's called the tricks because, like, take a cartoon for example, and it's a motherfucker. Osiris is the Lord of Transformation, right? This energy is shapeshifter energy. So when this came up, shot up, and then all this came up and started creating all the different forms of geometry and earth or whatever. It's shape shifted. It's shaped in different molds. You got people shaped. You got the shape of trees, shapes of fishes. It's but imagine a shape shift on a cartoon or something, and he running from somebody. And he turn a corner and transform into a tree or some shit. And the motherfucker run by, he tricks them because the motherfucker gonna run by him thinking he all the cartoons where motherfucker be running from somebody, and they might pass a mannequin and take the clothes off the mannequin and put that bitch on and act like a mannequin and the motherfucker run by. Shape shifting. That's the earth. Or put it like this: you see a cloud right here 1 minute, you might be talking to a motherfucker, or and you see different shapes in the clouds when you scry. You be talking about like, yeah, man, look at that cloud. You look, the cloud ain't right there anymore. It's right there. It's moving. Matrix. But in order to move, you need what? Masculine energy. Patricks. This just came. St. Patrick. Patrick. So you got the matrix, which is the physical. And they'd be like, the physical is an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's not real. Well, don't get too crazy with that. I wouldn't want to see you out here with a toga on and a cane. Talking about, I don't need money. The world is an illusion. Fuck the white man and his money. I might give you $1 once. Might give you $1 twice. I see you another week. That third time I'm gonna give you $1, I'm like, bro, you know they got jobs around here. The world is an illusion. Go about a week without eating. It's not real. The hunger pains is real. Yeah, I know on the grand of coke, man, well, yeah, the world is an illusion. I understand what they're saying about all that shit, but I'm saying, don't let that be the reason you walk around this motherfucker. You better mind your surroundings. Don't let that be the reason you ain't trying to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Cause I be telling y'all to go check Bobby out. You might catch Bobby on one of the videos, cause sometimes he'll say some shit, but he won't explain it in depth. Maybe one of the videos, he's like, fuck, it's the world of an illusion, and then he go into some other shit without telling you. But he does tell you what I'm telling you now, and, you know, but I'm just saying, I always be saying Bobby, so you might, I don't want one of you youngsters to catch one of the ones where he go off on some other shit and get out of here, but oh, fuck school, and fuck, yeah, this is an illusion, and I ain't got to do it. Yo, you don't know, young man. Get your money, man. Well, this shit keep freezing up, yeah. So don't. Your ass, the hunger pains. I don't know how fake it is, but you'll feel them like it's real if it ain't real.
Trust me, don't let that be the reason. Yeah. But the Patricks, the Patricks, the path, St. Patrick. So St. Patrick, they just took that name and put a story on him. He ran the niggas out of all that. That's even bullshit. This just came today, or yesterday. The Patricks. Patricks. Osiris is a father, the Pa. The Patricks is the masculine energy. The Matrix can't trick shit if she ain't got the fucking masculine, because she's a passive energy. She's the physical. She can't trick shit if she can't move or move around. So trick, and I say trick, I'm basically, trick is just saying transform. That's what everybody says in illusion, because it's ever changing. That's why it's called the ever coming sun. It's ever changing. A tree is green from spring. All in the spring, the trees and the green light come back. Then when the fall comes, it used to be green. Now that shit's turning brown and the leaves falling off and shit. So if the trick is just saying change, the trick is just alluding to change and saying that change or transformation is a part of the life cycle. It's always there. It's always a transformation. You ain't gonna always feel. You ain't gonna feel like you felt last year. You gonna last year or even yesterday. Or whatever. So it's why they say change is king or whatever. Osiris, the transformer, the change. That's where transformers come from. Bumblebee and all them guys. So the Patricks. Something else. That's what it was. Yeah, bad motherfucker. The Ma Tree, M-A, Ma Tree, T-R-I, 3, the 3 and the 1, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost with mind, body, spirit, Father, Son, or the masculine, feminine, and the middle point, the Father, Son, Holy Ghost thing and all that, the 3 and the 1. Pa, Tree, Ma, Tree. The mother, the 3 and the mother, the 3 and the father. The 6-point star, the 6-point star is a triangle point up, which represents the man, erectness, erectile, erect, like I was saying in the last video. The matrix is the triangle that's pointing down. The vaginal page points down. The opening of the vaginal points down. When a man gets erect, it goes up. When you put them two together, you get the 6-point star. I saved that for today because today is March, which is the 3rd month, 3. Today is the 20th, the 5th, that's 3 plus 2. Well, that'll be 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. 2026, 2, 2, 6. 6 and 2 is 8, 8 and 2 is 1. 6. I'm 42, 6. 666 is the number of man, not no. They talking about the mark of the beast. The beast is the physical body. That's why the beast when you go look at the Sphinx, the head represents the spiritual aspect or the highest self, or the shit that's supposed to run, the shit that's supposed to run your existence. You're supposed to go off the mind or the mental power and not just the 5 senses that pertain to the physical, which is the lower self. That's why the beast or the lower part of that statue is an animal, because your lower self is your animal self. The 3 down here represents the animal self. You get the 3 up here, you start representing the spiritual self. The matrix, the pa tree, and the ick. What is the ick? I was talking about this just a few minutes ago. The ick. You start talking about the ick and the e and the ah. The ick is this. Ick. Stick. The sticky bushes, the sticker bushes. My thing came off. Shit. I'm gonna have to find it and take it back home. Batman, where are you? Get my boy back on that. But the stick. This is the ick. Sticky. The sticky melody, the sticker bushes. Niggas get thrown in at times. I wouldn't hang with a nigga that If I could throw you some sticker bushes and you don't come out them bitches talking about fighting me, I don't want to hang with you. Because you probably going to fight the enemy. If I ain't around, I wouldn't hang with a nigga like that. What the fuck wrong with that nigga? What the fuck? What type of nigga? You weirdo niggas. You a weirdo, buddy. The sticker bushes. Wow. The thorn bush. The golden light of the stick is sticking to the jelly gel melanin when it pours down here. The sticky bushes is sticking. The unboo branch. The golden branch. Why spin circles around you niggas? The stick. Ick. The serpent is the T, and the ick is the ick and the id. Ptah, lowercase p, because Ptah represents the underworld, and the capital P would be this small p. Boom. See that P? It's the T. A is Osiris. The small A would be like Horus, the little lights. A. The A's would be right here, the little lights. And the H, lowercase h, because it's this. Whoop. 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 The lowercase h. It's the lowercase because it's dealing with the lower world. The lowercase p, you put the line straight through there, that'll be a P. There goes the T, representing the land. The little A's in the H. The H would the lowercase H would encapsulate the land right there. I don't really wanna be. I gotta find my boy. Where'd Batman go? Batman, where art thou? Y'all niggas stay